Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, this is a collab with Trey's Nail Designs. It is a challenge video. She has sent me this awesome 4D carving sculpting gel to play with, and I love the concept so much I decided I was going to do it on myself. So I'm sorry, it's not the greatest video in the world. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this now. As you will have noticed, most of this pinky is not in the video. This is because when I set it up, I had my hand in one position and then quickly realised that that is not the right position. So I rearranged the camera and off we went. And hopefully it's a little bit better now. But as anybody knows, when you're working on your own hand and you're actually trying to see what you're doing, you don't always get the right camera angle. Anywho, bear with me. I am using Rose Glow from Naio Nails. This is a beautiful cover colour. I say it often, I like the Naio cover powders, although I have realised I don't use them a lot. Yeah, I got a wonderful lump in there, fantastic. Yeah, because I do a lot of design stuff, but I actually love the Naio cover powders. I have filed back to my clear layer. I've done my prep. There wasn't really a lot of infill to be done, let's face it. Now I'm not doing anybody else's nails. I have got loads of time to do my own. I am however working. So is my hubby. We're looking after the kids. Yeah, it's not as much time as I would like to be able to play, but still, it's all good. So when Trey sent me this challenge, I thought, I know what I want to do with this. And I got this pigment from the Glitter Fairy, and it's called Parma Violet. Now, unlike in my other video where I mix the pigment, I am not mixing it, 1 part pigment, 10 parts. I wanted more colour on this one. I don't know. I just wanted to try it a bit differently. So I have, and because I'm going to marble with it on this particular one as well, I have dipped into some clear, I've dipped into the pigment, and then I've dipped into the Rose Glow, and I've swirled it, and it's just, I love this. I really, really do. I love the half marbles. Yeah, I've got half a marble. Yeah. Yep. That would be me. I do. I really like it as a design. I love a marble anyway, but I really like this. And for this nail, I've decided I loved this Parma Violet colour. Really, really loved it. So I've decided I want a bit of a colour. I wanted to put some cover down. I'm going to let that set up a little bit. So I'm coming on to the index finger and I'm doing exactly the same as I've just done on the pinky finger. Now, I'll apologise now, the film is not included. I got so little footage of my thumb in shot. No, I just didn't bother. It happens, You know me, I love my thumb love. I'm all about the thumbs. I did make it special. But what I did on the thumb is exactly the same as what I'm doing on the middle finger. So you're really not missing out on a lot on that. So there you go. I have just put the cover powder on, this Rose Glow. Now, I'd love... I hadn't used Rose Glow much before. But I love it. This may be my new favourite, And I really liked the colour against my skin tone as well. Normally I go for Perfect Blush, it's a bit lighter than this one. It's got a little bit more nude mixed in it as well. But yeah, I like it. And this glitter is amazing. This is called, I believe it's Jennifer. from the Glitter Fairy, and it's got like mylar pieces in it. It's beautiful. It is just so damn sexy. I just loves it. Although it does kind of remind me of a sweetie wrapper. And it's a Cadbury's, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not entirely certain which one though. I was going with Whisper to start with, but nah, it's not really Whisper. So I am now coming back, and obviously I don't need to cap the pinky because it's full cover powder. This one, however, because if the pigment is obviously not a strength powder, I am capping over the top, so make sure I don't file it all away, and just protect that a bit more. I didn't bother shaping these nails prior to me doing the application. The reason being was, well, what's the point? Because by the time you've put all your product on and everything, you reshape afterwards anyway, so why do it twice? This marble on this thing, I kind of just smushed it a little bit. It wasn't as sharp as I was fiddling. I was faffing. It's just doing a little faff, and it just didn't quite go according to plan. I still like it, it's just not as there's not as much pink going through it. But this pigment is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. Oh no, look, I did leave a bit of the thumb in. Okay, all right. Hey, nice little surprise. I've clearly got a bit of something. I'm not convinced how much there's going to be of this because I'm pretty certain it goes a little bit wrong soon. But I may be wrong. Yeah, please ignore the shape of that ring finger. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It's still not particularly fantastic now, but the problem is basically I built up the cover colour a bit too much. I should have started fading it down a lot sooner than I did on that one, which I did figure out for the index figure. But if I kept filing much further down on it, I would have ended up losing all the purple off the top, which I didn't want to. So for the sake of a little bit off on the shaping to keep the beautifulness, I will take that one. I will take that one. So I am just now capping the middle finger. So when it's got glitter on it, and I saw this trick from Trey, she puts a fairly wet bead of clear just over the glitter to start with, so it all kind of seeps into the glitter. The glitter? I'm full of making words today. Just to get rid of air bubbles and air pockets and stuff like that. And it makes it a lot easier to cap over the top as well, I found. So I quite like that technique. I do. I really love this set. I'm not a lover of the oval shape. Now you will notice that my oval, it's not an oval. It was an almond shape to begin with. Oh yes, we're going to come in with some crystals. So again, I am using my Chi gel, and I am using some Crystal AB from Scatter Crystals. I think they're an SS8 for this one. But yeah, so they're not quite an almond shape, and there is a reason for this. I have taken up knitting. Okay, I've knitted once about 10 years ago, and me and the kids and my hubby, we're all knitting squares, and we're going to make a blanket. To have either small ones for the kids or a big one for the sofa. I don't know yet, but I just thought it's something to do. It's therapeutic. I can't have pointy nails though, because it gets stuck in the knitting. So after my last set, I had to suddenly take all the points off so it didn't keep getting caught as I was knitting, which is why, yeah. So, so I put the crystals on. I'm coming with the best part ever, which is top coat. Look at that sexy glitter. Hell yes. That is some beautiful right there. I am just putting a couple of gems on, and they're kind of flowing the opposite of the marble. Yeah. Check out a little bit of bling bling. You are going to get to watch me top coat the thumb as well. What I've done, I've just wiped off the top coat off the brush, and I'm just coming round just to make sure there's no sticky out bits, because obviously as you push the gems in, sometimes it kind of goes out the sides, which is not so sexy. We don't want none of that, so we'll take that away. Yep, there is that sexy thumb. I'm getting better at the thumbs. I'm definitely seeing improvement, which is the whole point, you know. You want to improve. Now, here comes the sculpture gel. Now, I have put this back to normal speed, so this is me in real time playing with this. So I did watch a video, Dorothea Polka or something along those lines was doing this, and what she did, she basically took a little bit and you roll it into a little ball to start with. I should have put my little finger condoms on. They're finger cots, but I call them finger condoms because that's what they look like. Sorry about that. I just swallowed wrong. Beautiful, Sharona. So I'm going to take a little bit out, and I'm just using a little spatula. You can use anything to take a little chunk out. Rolling them into little balls. And I just want 3 little balls. Now, I could have gone a lot further with this. And for the next time I play with this, oh my God, this stuff is amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's face it, there are a lot of the times when Trey sends me a challenge and I just go, oh my God. I have lost my absolute... I've lost my shit on some of them. There's no other word for it. I have lost my shit. And if anybody's watched the 3D moulds, you will have seen me going nuts, basically. But this one, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I am planning on using this stuff more. I wish I could get more of it, but at the current time, unless I'm willing to pay an absolute fucking fortune, you can't really get hold of it, which is a shame. Okay, so I've just put some gel residue wipe-off solution in my little dampen dish. Oh, here I go. I'm ahead of myself. I just put base coat on, and I'm curing that in my lamp for 1 minute. I am now trying to take off the lid of my gel residue with one hand because my hand is in the lamp. Yeah, I'm going to try and pour this into a dish. Watch me fail. And this is why I keep towel, as well as kitchen towel and everything, below me when I try to work. I made messes. So I am using just a silicone tool. This one is just, it's just a round point at the end. And what you do is you pick up the ball, and I'm going to pop it on my nail. I've just dropped my crystals all over the place as well, in case you're wondering what we're currently watching. Yeah, go me. So yeah, we've put the base coat on, so we've now got a nice tacky layer to work on. We're going to stick the little ball on there. We are going to put our silicone tool into the gel wipe off solution. Just dab it off a little bit because we don't want it really wet, but we don't want the silicone tool dry either. You need that in to be able to work the product, and you got to be really gentle with this. Okay, nice gentle movements, but this stuff is so easy to use. If you have ever tried to make a flower out of acrylic, it's a bit of an arse. Right, it is. You get there in the end. That, you know, I've done it. But my God, this stuff is easy. Absolutely. It just simples. So you start to pull it from the middle, you make your shape, and then you just press out the side bits. And it puts these lovely little grooves in as well. I'd say that is the only thing that I don't like about this set. Is I was a little bit confused as to when you cure this, obviously once you're ready and you're done, and once you've done all 3 on them, you'll cure it in the lamp. And I thought, well, do I just wipe off the tacky and do I top coat round them, or do I top coat over the top of them? Because, they normally with something, if you're wiping off the tacky layer, you need to put something else on top. And it's not acrylic. Acrylic, you could just leave it as it is. So I decided I was going to top coat over the top of it to protect it. And the only problem is it does take away the definition in those petals then, which was a shame. And I think what I might do next time is, instead of using just the main brush, is maybe just use a little brush. So I'm just putting a very thin layer of top coat on there, so it doesn't, I think it flooded it a bit too much and took away. Which was a shame, because this is beautiful. And it's so easy. I know I've said that an awful lot, but it really, really is. And if you are a beginner to 3D art, this is the stuff to get. Whether it's flowers or whatever. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this. I'm a lover of flowers. I love sculpted flowers, and there's loads of different ones that you can do. This was just the easiest ones I had seen, and obviously because I'd never used it before, I didn't want to go complicated. I didn't want to do too many. I didn't want to have these great expectations of what I could do and then it go absolutely horribly wrong, like some of the other challenges have gone. So I thought I'd play it a little bit more safe. Now, because this is sticky until it is cured, so obviously you're curing it, I did give it a 60-second cure, actually. I've got a very powerful LED lamp. It may well have only required 30, but I thought, you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. We'll go with 60. But until you cure it, you can move it around as much as you want. And the other great thing is the fact that because it is sticky, you can also use it to hold a gem in. So which is exactly what I'm going to do. Once I finish this design, I'm then just going to pop a gem right in the middle of that flower, and then I will cure it. And then after I've cured it, then I will come along and I top coat it. Now, I've got a sneaking suspicion that I didn't leave the footage of me top coating it in here. It was a little bit of a hit and miss day, and you'll see in tomorrow's video, which is me doing my other hand in a completely different design, things started to go very south that day. So thank God I got this done. I got the challenge done. Bless him, my husband is absolutely amazing. He was wrangling the kids to make sure I had a little bit of mummy time just to concentrate on trying to get this design done. Bless him, he was then off to work shortly afterwards, which is why things went very wrong for the other hand. Yeah, but we got there, you know. It's all good, it's all fine. Things happen, and if you've watched my videos long enough, you know that I will show it, warts and all. Obviously no actual warts in here, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't go right. But you're going to see that, because life is not perfect. This is a journey. We will see what happens. So there you go. I think I am now finally happy with those beautifuls. And I'm going to pick up a gem, pop that in the middle, and voila. Look at that gorgeousness. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.